the radical power of contentment, the
Mm-hmm.
liberating force of contentment in the present. It seems
Mm-hmm.
like such a namby-pamby word. Contentment. Psh, I don't know what Tony Robbins would say about contentment. Don't lose your edge. Stay thirsty, my friends. But anyway, he might be cool with it. I don't know. But contentment, that's simple. And it goes to hunger, right? If you're already content, you're already full in the present. To be content in the present. And technically, uh, there's this distinction between being and becoming. Being and becoming. In other words, we naturally tend to lean toward the next thing, becoming, grasping, or pushing away, or clinging to, becoming, becoming, becoming. And, the brain is designed to do that. It's what keeps the birds alive in my backyard when I watch them, or the squirrels in the trees, or the monkeys that were our great, great, great grandparents, this drive to the next. So when we're feeding ourselves and when you're thinking about it with associated bursts of dopamine that maintain the habit, you know, anticipation, right? We're caught up in becoming. And deep practice a lot is about enabling oneself to rest simply in being, in the
Mm-hmm.
present as it appears and passes away, without
Yeah.
that leaning into becoming in a problematic way. Now, I say this as the guy who spent three-quarters of what our time here talking about becoming various wholesome, beneficial qualities. There's a place where we help certain things land so they grow. But wow, a little of that can go a long way. And a lot of our suffering is we're caught up in seeking, gaining
Mm-hmm.
mind, becoming, becoming, becoming. And the brain is a kind of inner ad agency that's continually tricking us with these exaggerated rewards of what it will be like to become this thing, including becoming, eating that thing, or drinking that thing, or sexing that thing, or watching that thing, or saying that thing, or not saying that thing. So being aware of this dynamic, this leaning into becoming,
Mm-hmm.
ongoing fabricating of the next experience, right,
Yeah.
uh, is very helpful. And one, I mean, we can develop insight, vipassana, insight into that, which is super good. But
Mm-hmm.
man, it's hard for insights to have much traction if there's a very visceral habit of hunger, right? Or a fear of not having. And so I think a lot of methods in the spiritual traditions are overly cognitive and perhaps not coincidentally created by men, mainly for men. Yeah. They're not very fleshy, they're not very embodied or visceral or emotional, somatic. And I think contentment, the feeling of contentment really cuts through all that in a wonderful way because you start to help yourself feel like there's an enoughness already on the basis of which there's an appropriate pursuit of good goals. The Buddha talked about chanda, distinct from tanha, healthy desire, distinct from craving. There's a place for healthy desire. Uh, the older I get, I get more peaceful, but the older I get, the madder I get at the state of the world. You know, like there's a place for fierce compassion. Krista Neff and others talk about it. But we can do it on the basis of feeling content already.